Good evening. I will share with you about the importance of today. Today is a very important day. Month of Aadi for Durga Devi, Parashakthi is very important because the constellation movement towards earth aligned in such a way the cosmic energy comes to earth. So on that month you do Durga worship. Usually we have 4 Friday, Aadi, Velli. This year she has given us 5 Friday. I'm sure it's connected to the timing because we are doing major addition to our temple. She's going to give a magnificent temple. We have a model. Take a look at it. We have 24 Sannidhanam. Nothing like that exists. That way she designed it and she planned it, and we do our small part. And all of you are going to do the construction. And this day is a very important day. And the last Friday, she gives Mahalakshmi Amsam. She's Durga. But last Friday, she gives Mahalakshmi Amsa. Ours is one of the very few temples in the world which has Ashta Dasa Bhuja Durga Mahalakshmi. Very unusual presence. There are few temples in India, they have it. Ashta Dasa Bhuja Durga Mahalakshmi. All the aspects are combined. Durga is one aspect, Mahalakshmi is other aspect. The combination is a very, very rare phenomenon, and she has given us that privilege. And next week we are going to do Surani Durga, very unusual, very powerful, again for the world, to protect us from the evil going on, Asuric energies, which brings COVID. Many things are going to happen. COVID is just one of it. So she wants to make sure the world is protected, and she wants us to do certain rituals to bring the cosmic energy, millions of them. She is only one. Our tradition is the pure consciousness, Aadi, Parashakthi. From that transcends many aspects, millions and millions of them. That's why we have so many gods and goddesses. And they are, can you call them gods and goddesses? Yes, anything non-human, super sensual is a goddess, because we cannot feel them with our senses. They are higher than our senses. So today is Mahalakshmi Day and a wonderful Alankaram, and we are doing Alankaram for our mother here, and it will be ready in about 15 minutes. Abhishekams are important, homas are important. In Abhishekam, we give all the ahutis, we pour our love, our affection, our reverence, and in return, she grants us our wish and protection. That's the significance of Abhishekam. We do many Abhishekams in our temple as suggested by her, and we do many homas. Even during the time of construction, we do every month, we do Varahambika Homa, we do many Homa. Next week, Homa is a very important Homa, Surani Durga. Please attend that, because that is for the world. And the more of us attend it and activate the energy, that will protect the world. That's the reason why Mother said, and all this we do when she advises us. In this temple, everything happens because she wants it. So today is Ashta Dasabhuga Durga Mahalakshmi, a very rare combination, very powerful combination. And today we should think of Agastya Maharishi, because Lalita Sahasranamam was written by him. In our temple, he is very active. Tirusati, Lalita Tirusati is also written by him, 300 thing. So he is a wonderful, great Maharishi, very active in our temple, and he gives many directions, and we follow it. So both Agastya Maharishi, I call him Agastya Bhagavan because he is a Bhagavan, and Lobamutra is a Maharishi in her own right. She is very active. And for Mahalakshmi, there are a couple of seers. You should think of them on this day. One is Ananda Maharishi. He is a seer for the bija for Mahalakshmi. Om Ayam Hrim Shrim. Shrim is a bija. But we say Om Ayam Hrim Shrim because we invoke all of them. But Shrim is a specific bija for Mahalakshmi. So Ananda Maharishi, we should think of it today. Kardama Maharishi, we should think of. There's another Maharishi, I don't remember the name. So 3 Maharishis who are the seers. What it means is they saw Mahalakshmi's bija in a form and they gave it to us. That's Alankaram. We have each aspect is very, very significant. They are the ones who saw her first. So they are able to see the mantra, not just hear the mantra. Seeing the mantra is a different aspect. And we have Mantra Shri Devi we will install. That deity will make us see the mantra, not only hear the mantra. It's a very unusual gift and it's given to our temple. So when we complete it, you will see her have her own Sannidhanam. There will be many, many Sannidhanams and we have the model for you. It will take time, but we have this building completed to match the Rajagopuram. This is temporary shed we have. This will be more professional by Navaratri time. So it will be a wonderful ancient building, this building. So she deserves it. So we will grant her that. And then construction will continue. Inside, by December, we'll have Mother's family. When I say Mother's family, Aadi Parashakthi, Ganesha, and Kartikeya. Inside would be a magnificent Sannidhanam. Something you would be amazed how she is designing it. And that, hopefully, we will complete that by December. A lot of work. We have so much work to do. And that is the gift to us from Divine Mother. What is the gift? To participate in the construction of her house, which she designs, but she lets us participate. That's a very unique privilege, unique gift. That will be a gift for you, your progeny, your Pitrus, all will benefit by that. And very rarely you will get to participate in a construction of a temple. You will visit the temple, but construction of this temple is very mystical. Whole origin, you can visit the website, you'll see that very, very mystical. Everything is very mystical, very meaningful, and designed by Adi Parashakthi. And she manifests in so many. So today she has given darshan as Mahalakshmi darshan. Shreem is a bija, and Ananda Maharishi is a seer. Kadama Maharishi is a seer. You should think of all of them on this day and receive. Mahalakshmi has most following, most people, because she is a goddess of fortune, health, wealth. That is what most of us want. Above that is Nilavani Ambika sitting on top of her, Mahasaraswati. Nilavani Ambika, that is knowledge. I am is her bija. Very important. But people, humanity, tends to favor Mahalakshmi because they want health, wealth, happiness. But she takes us to a higher level, the super sensuous level, not just the sensuous world. The sensuous world will go away. I'll be gone in the next 20 years. I'll be gone. You'll be gone. But the Atman goes on. And accentuate the Atman, we need to relate to super sensual forces. Who are they? The Yakshinis, the Mohinis, Vidyadharas, Gandharvas. All of them are super sensuous, not sensuous. This temple is full of them because they come congregate because of Divine Mother, Adi Parashakti, Mahamari, Karmari Amman. Just 4 months ago, I was in Himalayas, an ancient temple built in different yuga, Krita yuga. They call her Chandravadana Devi. That is Mahamari. Chandravadana because Chandra is mind. Sun is Atman. That's a representation. So she is Mahamari. So I was there with her direction and we had to do many rituals for all of you. It's yatra. And I did it on your behalf. Even though you are not there, you are there in your Atmic level. She makes sure her devotees get the best and the most effective grace from her. And that is Mahamari. And this, it's strange, the deity you are looking at is the first deity we placed. Now she's back again here to monitor the Homa. We have a special Homa Kunda. We'll use it during Navaratri. It's a very unique Homa Kunda. So she will monitor, make sure we do that properly and receive all the Devata grace, all the many numerous Devatas will be there during Navaratri time when you do the Chandi Homa. We'll do wonderful 13th chapter we'll go through. I'm sure you attended, but that will be done here, and that Homa Kunda is very unique, and Mother would be there watching and make sure that we do it properly and receive the grace of all the super sensuous forces which will come during the Chandi Homa. And Chandi Homa, the 13th chapter, we'll go through the whole mystical thing. So all this is very unusual. Giving us Sannidhanam with Ashtadhyasabhuka, Durga Mahalakshmi is unusual. As I said, there are a couple of temples in India where she is represented that way. Otherwise, they are different. Mahalakshmi is one vibration, Durga Devi is other vibration. But Dasa Mahavidya, which starts with Kali and ends with Kamalambika. And she is Kamalambika. Mahalakshmi is an aspect of Kamalambika. So we go through the 10 aspects, which she revealed, Mother revealed to Shiva. I am that. You see all my aspects. Dasa Mahavidya. And today is the final Mahalakshmi aspect, Kamalambika Mahalakshmi aspect is today. And our Bija is Shri. So think of all that. And we get to do wonderful Abhishekam. And many of you are here. Abhishekams are important, Homas are important. And we'll do the Homa next week when we do the Suluni Durga. Suluni Durga is a very powerful aspect of Divine Mother. Suluni Durga and Pratyankara Devi. Both of them would be there because they only calmed Mahavishnu as Lakshmi Narasimha. And he became very intense when we consumed Hiranyagarbha's blood. He got that evil, all the intense energy, he became uncontrollable. And Suluni Durga and Pratyankara Devi, because nobody could control it. All the gods came, including Shiva as Sarveshwara, very intense aspect of Shiva, could not control it, could not calm him down. Then came Suluni Durga and Pratyankara, wonderful, high, I use the word high vibratory energies, close to the origin. That's the beginning, the pure consciousness, undivided, that is in us as Atman. That's the only thing in us. Rest of it is Prakriti. It'll go away. But we need it. We need the mind, we need ego, we need them because without that, there is no challenge, there is no growth. We have to go through that. So we have to feel everything through the mind. So mind is important, although it'll go away. It is temporary, only Atman is permanent. But we need the mind to understand, to grow, and to evolve, and to interact with all these devatas. Millions of in this temple, Yakshinis. Some of you have communicated, I know. Many of you, Kundalini is awakened. All of you, Kundalini is active. Otherwise, you won't be human. You'll be animal. So once you become human, your Kundalini is active. Ganesha would be active in Mooladhara. Then we have to take him to higher levels and bring him back. That journey goes on for the whole lifetime. That's a Kundalini journey. Mother helps her, and you see the wonderful cosmic map, the Shri Chakra, and we got to do the Abhishekam for Shri Chakra. It's a wonderful act because Shri Chakra, as I said, is a cosmic map. It starts with the origin, the Bindu. There's 4 upward triangles and 5 downward triangles, 43 triangles, and numerous devatas in that Shri Chakra. And worshipping her in presence of Shri Chakra and doing the Abhishekam for Shri Chakra, knowing what you are doing. That's why it's very important to know what you're doing. That's why as much as possible, I try to share whatever I perceive because it's yours. It belongs to you. You should know that. So I share as much as I can, but rest of it, she will directly communicate with you. In this temple is temple of communication. That's why many gurus who come here, they refer this place as Devaloka. What it means is, this loka is a different level of consciousness, not just human level of conception. It's higher because they felt the action is, they felt the supersensual forces, so many of them. So they know this is not only our loka, earthly, it's higher. And we all destined to go there. That's why you come. If you're not destined, you won't be here. And if she doesn't invite you, you won't be here. If you don't deserve it, you won't be here to participate. You'll be a human and you'll have time. We have lots of births. Like Krishna Bhagavan told Arjuna, he said, you had 840,000 life. I know you in all the lifetime, you don't remember any of it. So I know we have almost 1 million births. We have lots of time, so you don't have to rush. But given an opportunity, blessing and the grace, take it. This temple is full of grace. That is the reason why we get to know all this, we get to interact with them, and we get to spend time in her house. But she is going to make it more magnificent. How much love she should have to give us that and make us participate in that. Because that's once in a lifetime opportunity. By the time we finish end of next year, that is gone. And we are given. And as I said, there'll be a great boon for your Pitrus, for you, and for your progenies. So take advantage of it, participate. That takes us to one more word, sacrifice. Yagna is sacrifice. Something of ours we have to give. The reason is, to interact with her, she has to know us. So we got to give. That is our love, our affection, our reverence. In return, her aspect in us wakes up. That is the symbolism of Abhishekam. With all love, you do all that. And in our temple, Mother has told us, anyone who observes Abhishekam, they are the one who's doing it for me. I take it that way. So even if you observe, she assumed that we are doing it, even though we let the priest do it, because that's practical. And also we have to know all the mantras we don't, so we let them do that. But what she says is, I accept it as if each one of you did that Abhishekam for me. What a boon. What a privilege. Where do you get that? Here she has given it to us. So when you watch Abhishekam, you say the mantra if you know. And I said, Om I am Shreem. Shreem is specific for her. Think of Ananda Rishi. It's good. It's important to think of the Rishi, the seer. That seer means the man who saw her first. From the mantra, he is able to see her. And that form is made into the deity thousands of years ago. Trita Yuga, that temple I visited, that was in Trita Yuga, Mahamaya temple, Chandravadana temple, there is a Agastya temple there. And there's a city, village. There's 100,000 people in Tehri, close to, it's about 14,000 feet, I think. Alakananda, Mandakini River, they joined to form Ganges. Very wonderful yatra. And as I said, even though you are not with me, I assume, I take it, that I go on your behalf, because that's what she said. Come to me on their behalf. That is why it's a yatra where all our devotees participate. Essentially, all the earthlings, all the life forms participate, but human are the closest. Because human are given the ability to abstract thinking. Only humans have. Animals have the two different level. I'm sure we look down and we never appreciate the animals. They have their own level of understanding. They have their own level of communication. So when my dog sits, when I meditate, he will come and sit next to me. He has his own way of communication, and I respect it. But humans have the abstract thinking to the highest level. So think of all that, and think of our Bija Shreem. Think of Ashta Dasabhuga Durga Mahalakshmi. Think of all the wonderful things Mahalakshmi grants: health, wealth, fortune. But she also gives a spiritual wealth. It's not just earthly wealth alone. That is temporary, that will be gone. But you need it. You need wealth to do certain things. And we do not deny it. And she grants us that. So today is Mahalakshmi. That aspect is predominant. It is Durga. All the 5 Friday is Durga's days. But today she specifically grants us Mahalakshmi's grace. And you see the wonderful Alankaram Mahalakshmi has given. And think of all this. That see, everything is thought. Your mind ultimately is everything. It's not imagination. It's real. You have to think of it as if it is real, then it becomes real. If you think of it as a myth, it's a myth. Mythology is very important. Hinduism is full of mythology. And when I understand more, it makes so much sense. It's very logical, very scientific, very practical, very effective. If you understand, even this Homa, many things we do, understand the meaning of it. Why? When I sit there as Yajaman, what it means is, previous night, she has given us yantra, mantra and tantra. Given us, I say, you have never seen the yantra. You don't know many things. That's given to me. She said, you have to use it and take me to them and bring them to me, and I will interact. And she has even given us wonderful gurus. Today, Krishna Jayanti time, she's given us one guru. He is in Vrindavan. He just reached Samadhi, Parashakthi Goswamiji. He was a contemporary of Prabhupada. He made him come here and start ISKCON movement. He's 90 years old. Wonderful soul. Parashakthi Goswami. He did many, many things for us. Our Krishna Vigraha, all made by him. So in Vrindavan, there is the Radha Ramana temple. He's generation, 500 years ago, that generation started. And it continued as the lineage continued. And she brought him to this place. He never been here. His son, who is a chief now, is a professor at Harvard. Now he's a chief in the temple, wonderful temple in Vrindavan, Radha Ramana temple, and Parashakthi Goswamiji's temple. He is here. When I say he is here, the Atmic energy, they are on Jiva Samadhi. When I visited so many rishis, including Agastya Maharshi, they are on Jiva Samadhi. They exist forever. And their grace continues. But we have to invoke them. So when I find, and many of them know there's no temple. They have meditated there 5,000, 10,000 years ago. She will identify, she'll tell me, you go there, identify that place, sit and meditate. Take them to my house here, so that my devotees, when they come, they will receive from them. You may not know the rishi. There are 10,000 of them. 10,000 Maharishis. And they are all in Jiva Samadhi. So this temple, they're very active. All the rishis are very active. So today you think of Ananda Rishi, Kardama Rishi, because they are the seers for Mahalakshmi. The mantra Shrim Bija, they saw it first as Mahalakshmi. So all this is very meaningful. And she shares with you all this information. So you contemplate on that. And these are real. These are not mythology. These are not myth. Many places I go visits in Himalayas, and they are there. How do I know? Because there's a flame there. There is no temple or nothing. But the Atman is effective, and they meditated there. How would we know that? Himalaya, you go 10, 15,000 feet. It's wilderness. There is Gangotri, there is Yamunotri, there is all the temple, famous temple. But many of the places these Maharishis meditated, there's nothing except their Atman. How do you know that? How do you find out? Unless she tells you, go there and meditate, you'll feel him, and take him to my house, so that my children, my devotees who come will receive them. What a wonderful gift, what a wonderful plan. I've not even heard of it. I never heard anything like that. How personal. She's a personal goddess. She is a personal goddess. She will talk to you. She'll deal with you. In time of trouble, you think of her, she'll deal with you. And many of you, I know, she has communicated. So this temple is alive, and she is a personal goddess, react with you individually. But you have to come to her house, because she's going to build a magnificent house of hers, and she'll invite you. So share the information with your friends, your family, so that they would know. There are already many people all over the world. We get email. And when I go to India, when I go to famous temple, when they do the Homa, the priest tell me, Doctor, we watch the way you do the Homa, how you share the information. We never get to do that here. People observe, they don't even know what we are doing. There, you share every Homa. I share the important information, because that's what she wants. She wants your mind to think of her and know what is going on, so you'll receive her. How kind, how personal, how specifically interested in you. A divine coming to us and make sure that we receive it and do a beautiful place. This place, there's a river running underneath. Temple built on top of river is the best because very active. All the cosmic energies are very active. And we didn't even know it. When we broke ground, when we went 15 feet, we saw the river. That caused all kinds of complication, but it's a gift. So we continued. It's expensive because you had to put piling, go underneath the river, another 15, 20 feet. But we did. When she gives this thing like a lottery ticket, we got to use it. So we did whatever we can to the best of our ability. It's almost 25 years ago. Now she's given us a second chance because most of you are not here. When that mystical episodes happen, you are not here at that time. Now she has given, she must have thought. And also the time, Kali Yuga, particularly this year, is a bad year. Sharvari here is not a very auspicious year. That's why you go through all this mess. And that year, she wants us to do the Suluni, invoke me as Suluni Durga. I will come and protect the world, not just us, to the world. Many of the Homa we do for the world, not just us. We are the blessed one to be there physically to participate. When you do the Varahi Homa is a very powerful Homa. It's for the world because she said, Kali Yuga, you will see many, many bad things. It is just starting now. And as time goes on, you will see it. But as long as you invoke me, I will protect you. And you will go through it without even feeling it. But we will have some hard times. Even this COVID is not over. The effect, the sequelae, so much of psychological. Nobody even talks about it. People are depressed and the life has changed and it will persist. The effect will persist. COVID might go away. And also, you see, people don't realize it because they don't talk about it in the television. That virus is starting to mutate. That's a very dangerous sign. You know why? When you have the vaccine ready and start using it, it has changed. So all the effect, it would not be very effective. It is starting to show signs of mutation. That's a very dangerous sign. And nobody talks about it because it is just starting. And they know it is starting to mutate. That is science. But by the time we have the vaccine, it might mutate. Then we get the problem. So many, many problems we have. But I don't want to scare you or tell you. But some of it I want to share you because not only she has shared with me, but she has given the protection. She has given the answer. No point telling people you have problems coming towards you. You got to tell them there's a hope. She will protect you. Thank you.